Well, Shai Franklin, a senior fellow at the Dietrich Bonhoeffer Institute, joins us now from New York. And, first of all, Shai, how worried do you think American allies should be about this meeting?
I think the United States has made clear, as Andy said, that there is sort of a red line in terms of China's potential support for Russia. I think Americans and the West should be more concerned that China is making a play for Central Asia. Its Belt and Road Initiative, which is all around the world, is making headway in Central Asia. The United States has been largely absent, particularly since we withdrew from Afghanistan, and we need access to energy reserves which are in Central Asia, and the only way to get them out is really through across the Caspian, through Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, and Azerbaijan into Turkey, and then to the Black Sea, unless there's a deal with Iran. In which case, then we could get reserves out through there as well. And Iran has now cut a sort of a deal, some kind of memorandum of understanding with Uzbekistan. So that could lead into something. But China is making a big play wherever the United States is not, be it Africa or Central Asia or other parts of the world. China is stepping in. It is using corruption and financing major projects for debt, in which case it gets a controlling share of these projects when these countries default on the debt. So the United States is largely absent, and we need to step that up. President Biden should be visiting Central Asia.
Well, I mean, meanwhile, Iran has signed an agreement to become a permanent member of the SCO. Its president, Ibrahim Raisi, has told his Russian counterpart that cooperation makes US-sanctioned countries stronger. Is that what you would say, that that's the case? Does it embolden them to unite together like this?
They don't really have any choice. Iran is obviously under sanctions, not just from the United States, but multilateral, including China and Russia, actually. So Iran is looking for any opportunity, but Iran's engaging with Uzbekistan or with the Shanghai group, it does not preclude cutting a deal with the West and with the major powers, including China and Russia, for a new nuclear deal. And if that's the case, then a lot of the sanctions would be dropped. Iran could remain engaged with the Shanghai group, but also sell energy and buy products from the West. So I think we're less concerned about what Iran is doing here than what China is doing with Central Asia, and secondarily, something that might come out of partnership between China and Russia. But as the visual showed, the two leaders, Xi and Putin, were not even at arm's length. They were across the room from each other. This was not a warm meeting. This was a meeting of convenience, a meeting of opportunity, and Xi is definitely, as we would say, hedging his bets. He's not putting his money down on Russia. He's not putting his money down on the United States. And as Andy said, this is an opportunity for both of them to show that they have other options besides the United States. How far those options take them, and is that better than dealing with the United States? I don't think that that's very clear.
OK, Shai Franklin, Senior Fellow at the Dietrich Bonhoeffer Institute, thank you very much for joining us live from New York.